In this video, we are going to add more vocabulary to our query directory. So we're going to start with the first class, which is going to represent equals statement when we actually comparing something within the where class that equals something else. So equals, and if we extend our query class, so statement query, which if we scroll up is an abstract class, so it's a parent class of all these query vocabulary classes that we're going to add to this query directory. So from here we don't add anything because by default, if we open this query, as you can see, our operand is represented by the equal symbol, so that's all we need for this equals, which is obviously representing the equal symbol. Okay, we can close this one. The next one is going to be exists, so exists. Same namespace, app database statement query, and it also extends query class. Here we are going to override our operand, so protected operand. It's going to be a keyword exists. Let's add some doc block here, string, and then we also need to override one of the methods on the query class. If we open this query class, the method that we need to override is this subquery statement. But what I've noticed as well in the meantime is that the visibility for some of these methods isn't quite right. Now, has subquery, we might want to access from outside of this class, so we should make it public. Later on, when we're going to be writing tests, we will want to test this method as well. Then for the subquery statement, because we need to overwrite it now from within the child class, obviously private will not allow us to do it. So let's make it protected. Then subquery also protected, because we might want to use it from within the child classes. Then what else have we got? We have replace subquery. Let's make it public because we want to use it later on with the test. And value is public, and sanitized value can stay private. That doesn't really matter that much. Okay, but for our subquery, now we can actually save and close this query class. We want to override the subquery, so protected function subquery statement, and it takes value as an argument. And now we return in between the double quotes, between the curly brackets, this operand, which is going to be in this case this exist keyword, and then in between a set of brackets we're going to put set of curly brackets, and in between them we're going to put this subquery, and we pass value through as an argument. Why? Because if we look at the query and then subquery statement, you'll see that we here within the original state method, we have this field preceding this operand. But with the exist, we don't have to have a field name before the operand. We can just use it without it. In which case, for instance, we had where exists and then statement, which is returning collection or not of items, basically. Let's add the doc block. I'm going to copy the doc block which we've got here just to make it the same, because it's pretty much the same. Obviously the purpose of this method is the same. Value can be anything, so let's just put mixed. I've just noticed that obviously we haven't type hinted this parameter here. Okay, we can close query and we can close exist now as well. The next class, the next vocabulary for the query is going to be in, so in, and it's also within the same namespace. Again, extends query, and now protected operand is going to be in, and protected binder, now we're going to change to dollar symbol within the brackets. And let's just add doc blocks here as well, string, and that string as well. And now while we are replacing the binder, the default binder, if we go to the query, is just a dollar sign, which is basically where this dollar sign is going to be replaced with the value which we are passing through as well. And now here we want these values to be wrapped within the brackets, because the in statement usually is represented by something like this. Let me just put something, select all, for instance, from table, say books, where say book ID in, and then we have our items. Let's say 1, 2, 3. It could obviously be a sub query as well, but we usually wrap these things within the brackets, especially when we're using this in keyword before. So that's why we are wrapping this dollar symbol, which is going to be replaced with a value within a set of brackets. Okay, so that's the in class. Next one is going to be, if we just create new PHP class, less than, and then extends query, and obviously, not surprisingly, as class name suggests, protected operand for this class is going to be symbol less than. And then dot block string as well. We can now save and close this file. The next one is going to be less than equals, so less than equals, extends query, there we go, and operand for this one is going to be symbol less than and equals, string as well, save and closed. The next class is going to be for the like statement, so like with the percentage both sides. So what that means, if I just quickly extend query as well, now our statement might be something like select all from books, for instance, where name, title in this case, probably a little bit more appropriate, like, and then value will be in between 2 percentage symbols, and obviously value would be anything like that could match potentially the title. Let's say I don't know, view, and then anything, and this would match strings that contain view, and then they may have anything else on the left and right hand side of this given string. So that's the percentage both sides. Then we're going to add two other classes, percentage left side, which would mean that you can have anything on the left hand side, but the string needs to end with the view, for instance. And then on the right hand side, obviously string needs to start with the view, and then it can have anything on the right hand side. So these are the case. Basically, this is the vocabulary for this specific scenario. So protected operand for this one is going to be like, and then we're going to have protected binder. This time is going to be percentage, then dollar symbol, and then percentage again on the right hand side, because obviously again, as I've mentioned before, this dollar symbol is going to be replaced with a value. Okay, and this is string, and obviously this is string as well. Now we can save it, close it. The next one is the percentage. So it's like percentage left, and it's going to extend query as well. This time we have protected operand like as well, and protected binder. This time left side, so percentage on the left, dollar symbol, and nothing on the right. So string, and this is also a string. Save it and close it. Same goes for the right. Obviously the percentage symbol is going to be on the right, so like percentage right, and then extends query. Protected operand is still like, and then protected binder is going to be dollar symbol and then percentage symbol as well. Okay, string and string. So we have our like cases done. Next one is going to be more than. So new class more than, and again we're extending query. This one is going to have protected operand only, overwritten to modern symbol. We can now save it and close it. After more than, we have more than equals, more than equals, And again, we're extending query. And this one we have protected operand equals modern equals string as well. And the last one we're going to have, if we just save it and close it, is going to be not in. So find records that are not in the given range. Extends query. Protected operand equals not in. We had in and now we have not in, so it's not within the given range of values. And then protected binder, this time we override with again $symbol in between a set of brackets. So the same thing as we did with in, but this time we're checking for the negative, so basically making sure that whatever we're looking for is not within this range. Okay, save it and close it, and that's all our query vocabulary. We can now move to the next video where we start working with our filter class.